Hi, this is KAV, and this is the moon phase report for Sagittarius. So you guys, this is going to be all about really developing and implementing and expanding and working on bettering your relationships with the people closest to you. So this can be a really big time when I felt like there's been something leading up with needing to say something anyway, so this can be a really good time when you just really say it. And the way things are lined up right now, it can create this really big change in your life. So it can have a really big shift with what you do get off your shoulders. It can kind of, it might be something with friends. Maybe something like you've just been missing your friends, or really feeling like how they add so much value to your life and you don't have them right now, or you're not. Maybe you'll just do something to kind of connect more with your peoples, to kind of more make the space with your peoples. And yeah, see, that's like the values thing. That's funny. Okay, yeah. I didn't even look at the chart. All these words started coming, and then I did look at the chart, and I'm like, oh, that's exactly what I would have said if I looked at the chart. So there's this thing with like relationships, with values, with happiness level, and are feeling joy and stuff with life. And there's something you're recognizing that it can also be like a group thing, like knowing like I need to join a group, I need a support group, or something that, maybe even if it's if it could be something, it could be, I guess, if it was something health related and you were like, you know what, I want to get together with a group to help me lose weight or get healthy or heal whatever's going on in my body. So if it was something like that, that would make sense. But this is going to have like a really big kind of, what are those things that fall over? Like a domino effect thing. And it's going to kind of start with you getting clear. I mean, you're Sag, you know how to do that anyway, but just getting even more like really making your point across to people where maybe you weren't saying something, or where you were maybe taking a background about something, and letting somebody else lead. But just kind of knowing that like you have to get this off your shoulder, you have to say something. So there's going to be, there's also going to be an element of this that will be bringing kind of a peaceful thing. So it might be something that even like a fight could happen, because with Pluto and Uranus and Mercury, it can definitely be something that's a little more hot-headed, and something that stings when it comes out. And then Venus is there too with it. But the end result of it is not something that's so bad. So it might be something that's kind of painful. You have to work through it. Maybe it was some kind of like fight with someone where hot-headed words were said. But like your job is just to really kind of like go deeper to it, understand what it was really about. Just try to make the peace. Just try to keep peace as the main intention, even though even if something does combust, still just being like, okay, how can I hear this person? How can I support this person? Because there's just something about that. Like, I think too with with this T-square, we're going to have a lot of things that are throat-based, coming out, shocking, angry, purgings, like just some big purgings that people have needed to say, or it's too, because of how it's put together too, there's so much like background stuff with this. So it's like someone could come at you with something and they totally push all your buttons, but like where they're coming from is something that so has nothing to do with you. You were just at this certain spot at the certain time. And I think too, like something just came to me of always kind of hearing people like understanding that they have wounds that are really kind of creating anything that comes out at you, like anything that like slits your wrists with the intensity of it. You have to kind of understand there's wounds behind it, and either you remind them of someone, or something just happened and it brought it to the da-da-da. But so there's just going to be something to look deeper at with this. But definitely you are being called to be more compassionate about it, understanding, try to kind of make the peace, and don't just, I mean, most likely it could be something where you're both pushing each other's buttons and it's wounds being exposed on both sides. So it's really going to, excuse me, it's really going to take you looking too, honestly, at yourself and be like, why did that just get me? Or why did I lash back like that? Excuse me. There's something with message needing to get out. I think this is like proof of the friction of it. Something that was buried but needs to come out, but it's going to be for the good. So no matter what, to look at it as it's to bring us closer together. It's to bring more harmony in our life. Co-workers too. This could be happening with someone at work. But it's all going to be for the good. It just might be uncomfortable for all of us a little while. But if you can just understand there's something to be seen from it, and it's something that's a much deeper. It's much deeper than the superficial piece that you might be getting. So let's see, what were some other ones? Meditation. Okay, so you're definitely, there's going to be something too that is your... if anything, you're really kind of getting it about meditation and retreat and pulling back to better understand things and to better understand what steps to make in your life. So there's kind of some anchoring with that. And there's definitely potential right now for some things to come up. There's a nice gateway actually that's kind of perfect for, through your introspection, silent, solitude time, to really heal some serious wounds that are both buried deeply, and then also may be coming from messages that you picked up in early life. And I don't know, it's funny, I've been thinking about things like that too, and like the words, you know, I was out hiking and I was thinking about sexual abuse, and I was like, gosh, you know, there's something to that, and it's so widespread, but like the words, the emotional abuse is really something that is probably the most cumbersome to heal from as we get older. You know, so someone always saying that you're a loser and nobody loves you and you're never going to do anything and you ruined my life. And, you know, there's so many things that we heard back then that really, like, it's a big journey to, like, not take them on as your own and to not buy into that and to understand more of where it was coming from. Those words, you know. So it could be something like that coming back to you, hearing some message that now you'll just be like, you know, you'll see what it's done in your life, but you also see like how you can kind of heal it with love. It could even be dialoguing with the person who did this, you know, really sharing something about that. And, you know, and it's so sad too, because so often the person who does these things cannot deal with it. They can't face it, so they live in denial, and they end up, they'll usually then create a bad thing with you just so they don't have to get real, look within to make the peace, because then they have to look at their piece of it to make the peace, you know. And that's so painful for some people, but it's like that if that was different, it would be great, because it is like talking to the person who maybe said those things to you and saying how much that hurt and then made you go off into life thinking you're a loser and no one's ever going to love you, or whatever the messages were you heard. And just by saying that to that person, there's no way, if that person had an open heart now, they would of course be like, oh my God, and they would do everything to fix that. And then it would be like, just the energy of it would dissipate like so naturally, I would think. And but we seem to have that other thing of they can't face it, so you still like let it fester. So maybe even if you can't get to the person, with whatever does come up, write it, dialogue with it. Maybe even make you be this little girl, and this little girl's talking to you as an adult, and you can talk the little girl into seeing that they never need to think that again or buy into that again. So there can be some psychological work kind of thing going on with that. So I think we're going to stop here. You have fun with that. Journal a lot. I would definitely say this is a time that massive things can be coming up. And this is a process too. So that doesn't so much relate to the new moon. It is during this time, but it's gonna, this healing thing, this through meditation, through isolation, healing these wound things. This is going to be going on for a while, and actually even more so when we have Jupiter move into Cancer. So I would say even get ready for like a year of some really massive things coming up, but for the good, you know that. They have to come up, you have to heal them. You have to heal them with love, forgiveness, and all that. So, yeah. Okay, we're going to stop there. I will see you. Did we do new moon affirmations? Did you see that, hear that words I said? Did we do the new moon? That's where sometimes my words go so goofy. Okay, I don't think we did new moon affirmations, so let's do them. I am communicating clearly with people around me so that peace is established. I am taking the time to meditate and be silent so that I can connect with my guides, so that I can hear more wisdom and steps of what I need to do in my life. I am open to healing wounds that maybe I don't even know about right now, but they're keeping me from fully living my life alive and abundant. I am growing closer with my romantic partner. I am coming together with a romantic partner. I am manifesting the most awesome work partners. That's one I need to do. That's why I was like, oh, that's a good one. Too bad I'm not Sag. I'll use it anyway. I am manifesting the most awesome work partners. So yeah, I think that'll do it. Okay, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a beautiful new moon. Okay, bye.